Hello siblings, welcome to Scout the Pages. Today we're going to be doing a weekly vlog as we get ready and prepare for the Orilium Spring Equinox Magical Readathon.
One day I feel alright, the next I'm looking for the light, for the light, for the light.
I am so excited to get started. Let's talk about this week. So as you may have already seen, I have gotten my planner ready. My bullet journal for the Readathon is all set up. I am so excited. I've printed the book covers. It's all ready to go. It turned out so much cuter than I expected it to. It took me several days to do. So worth it. I'm so proud of it. Let's talk plans for this week as we get ready for the busiest month of the year for me. I have a lot of contracts on my freelance side of work right now that I am going through in April, in addition to getting ready for my daughter's 3rd birthday party, and my husband will be gone for about a week in the middle of the month on top of that. So we have quite the big month of getting the house ready, spring cleaning, getting the party ready, planning, getting her presents ready, making sure the garden looks nice for when everybody comes over because it's a garden fairy party. I am this week in the middle of a writing consulting contract for a dark academia book, which is super fun. I am finishing out the Blackstone Ranger Chief book that I'm doing for Reading Monster and Shifter Romances series that I'm starting on this channel. I will not be talking about Blackstone Ranger Chief in this video because there will be a separate vlog for that, but I will let you know when I finish it. I am like maybe half an hour of reading before completing the book. Probably gonna finish that out tonight, edit that vlog, and get it ready and scheduled. And then I have Feybound that I started this morning for an audiobook. I'm not sure if I'm gonna DNF it or not. This one is one of those books that I'm very unsure if I'm gonna like or not, which is why I've checked out the audiobook from the library. I did not buy it. It came out this year. I am prioritizing books that I already own or are for specific videos this year. So this book is definitely not a priority. So if I am not enjoying it, I will put it down so fast. So far though, I am enjoying it. I don't think it's perfect. I think it's okay. You'll hear about it in this video. I'll talk all about it as I read it. I'm only 6% of the way through right now. I believe I'm on chapter 3. And so far, I have to say it's pretty dark, a little too dark for my taste. We'll see if that changes when they enter the Fae realm. I like the origin story. The very first chapter talks about the origin of humans, Fae, and elves, which I found to be very fun. I liked that little distinction. It's a unique take on them. I'm loving the casual queerness. I'm loving the BIPOC representation so far. I'm not mad at it. I've seen some really bad reviews for this book. So far I'm enjoying it. So we have one audiobook and one ebook to get through before the end of the week, which is a little optimistic. I definitely have more books that I want to get to, but I just don't have the time. So this week we will try to read as much as we can. We have some spring cleaning to do. I'm currently washing all the bed sheets, and I did a really deep clean of the kitchen yesterday, so that was also really nice. And I'm looking forward to doing a few more things. I have laundry to put away. I'm washing the bedding, get some things in the house ready in terms of like long-term cleaning for the party. I can't do too much before April because it'll just get dirty again or cluttery again before the party, but I do want to do some small things. And I'm also working on some mental health goals right now. I'm on a mission to meditate daily, wake up at 5 in the morning every single day. That's early. And go on walks every day, listen to more audiobooks, spend more time outside. I have some gardening to do and lots of work to get done. I have one more contract to write, and then I need to invoice a new client, organize my schedule, and start party planning this week. I also need to plan some content for Orilium. This Friday, I have an interview with an app. I'm not gonna spoil it. You'll see it when it comes out. I'll announce it. But I am getting interviewed by the social media manager of an application that I use, and I'm very excited and kind of nervous. I've never been interviewed for something before, so this will be very interesting. But let's get started. Today is Tuesday. I have an appointment at 3:30 today. I had a doctor's appointment this morning through text chat for my kid, and then I am going to finish out washing the sheets today. I need to put all of the laundry away. It's off screen right now, but there is a mountain of clothes that I washed over the weekend because I get it all done at once and then I have to put it all away, and that's the hard part. We're gonna go spend some time outside as well. The kid got a little sandbox. We took a walk this morning, which is when I started Faybound. This afternoon, while the kid is playing outside, my plan is to water the garden, clean up the garden just a little bit. I pick a little bit of weeds every day as they get big enough for me to kind of yoink out. And then I will focus on writing that new contract tonight and doing research for a writing consulting contract that I'm doing this week, the one that's a dark academia. So we have a lot to do today alone. Also, I almost forgot because it's so random, but I'm also getting a new phone this week. I currently have the Pixel 7. I love this phone with all of my being, but due to some random circumstances and a bunch of random software things, and you don't need to know the finer details, I'm switching over to Apple. I am a hard Android fan. I grew up on Apple, but Android has my heart. I got the iPhone 15 Pro in the natural titanium color. I ordered a case from Casetify. I didn't get this exact one, I'm so sad. I'm gonna give this old case to my kid to use as a pretend phone. I am trading in this phone through my mobile carrier, so I have to say goodbye to my beautiful green phone. I am so sad. I am heartbroken. I'm excited for a new phone and a new case, which is so beautiful, and I can't wait to show you when it arrives. But I'm so sad. I am really having complicated feelings about this transition. I have a hard time with change when it comes to certain things. I'm pretty laid back about everything, but there's just certain things I get really attached to, and this phone is probably one of the phones I have loved the most out of my whole life. So I am very, very sad. If you may have seen, I just got this phone back in August or September of last year. It's only like 8 months old, but life happens and it's okay. I'm gonna get money for it because it's pretty new and it's in really good condition. I am going to be spending a lot of time this week moving everything from Android over to Apple, which is a lot of work. Normally, I just plug my Android phones into each other and then they transfer the data and it's like instant, but it's gonna be a pretty big transition this week, which all the more reason for me to really hunker down and work on grounding myself. I will see you again tomorrow bright and early. It is the afternoon right now on Tuesday. I will talk to you tomorrow when I wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning. I am going to be doing my sun day on Wednesday this week because on Sunday I didn't get to because we were all kind of sicky, so I didn't get to do my wake up early and go watch the sunrise with a little latte. I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning, actually. That is the plan. Good morning. I am off to pick up a drink from Starbucks as my reward for waking up this morning. I woke up at 6 o'clock and did some reading. I officially DNF'd Faybound last night. I am not enjoying that book and it wasn't for me. There were just some things about it that I didn't like, and I spent some time last night reading reviews and I don't think it's going to be a book for me, and that's perfectly fine. That happens all the time. I picked up Where Dreams Descend last night. I have that physically and I was able to get the audiobook, so I'm going to listen to that in the car on the way to get my little drinky treat. It is 7 now. I was reading for about an hour, kind of slow in the morning, and I look like how any person looks basically early in the morning. I'm in my PJs. I'm just gonna go put a jacket on and go through the drive-thru. Yeah, and then when I get back, I am going to focus specifically on editing a video for Friday, and that's that. This week, I forgot to mention, I also need to make a blanket. It's gonna be a froggy blanket for the couch downstairs in the living room. I need to get that done this week because that video needs to come out very soon. I have so many videos right now going on. None of them are fully complete, but all of them are in progress, which is very stressful. The only one that's complete is Blackstone Ranger Chief Reading Monster and Shifter Romances. I wasn't planning to publish that one before Orilium, but I might, just to get me through this week so that'll be the video for Friday, and then next week I could get the blanket done. So I am going to go get my little drinky drink. I think I'm going to get the lavender matcha. All right, the order is in. Another thing happening today is I have to take the kid to an appointment, and then I have my phone. My new phone is arriving today. I'm pretty nervous. I did some prep work last night of like making sure all of my password managers and everything were in line, and deleting some apps for preparation for the new phone that'll be happening today. I also have a really big task this week because I'm moving phones. I need to go through all of my photos in my Apple account because I had that Apple account when I was in high school, and just delete a bunch of photos that I don't need from high school and university until I had switched to Android. And then I need to go through all of my photos in Google Photos and delete a lot of them because I think I have like over 7,000 photos right now, and it's been yelling at me that my storage is almost too full. So I need to go through and do a huge digital clean out this week as well, which is going to actually be very time consuming. Yeah, so let's go get our drink. Okay, so I went through all of my Apple account photos, so those are now cleared out. I only have a few left of like childhood memories, college memories, and that's it. None of the like random screenshots and photos of people I probably shouldn't have, photos of people that I don't have their presence in my life anymore. Still drinking this because I got distracted. About to go get the kid because she just woke up. We have an appointment that we have to leave for at 11. We'll get ready for that. It's because I'm still in pajamas. I will get dressed and we're gonna take a walk around the neighborhood for her breakfast. And yeah, that's the plan so far. I will probably talk to you after the appointment today because the beginning of the day is a little bit of our quiet time where we just do our activities for mental health and physical health. I get her all ready for the day, get me all ready for the day. So yeah, let's get into it. Happy Tuesday. Happy Friday, friends. Yesterday was a very long day and honestly not a vibe. So today it's a new day. I have a very busy day today, but it is going to be full of joy, and that's what's important here. I have to get the kid up here in about an hour, so I am going to enjoy my lavender latte that I picked up this morning because I reward myself for waking up early. I'm going to do some work in the office where I am right now, and then I will get the kid up, get her ready. Her grandparents are going to come pick her up at 9:30, and then I have from 9:30 to 11 a.m. to get myself ready and to get the house a little bit more ready for an interview that I am doing with an application. Stay tuned for that. I don't know when that will come out, but I am quite excited. Yeah, so I'm gonna go enjoy my latte and do my morning notion and then get dressed and get ready. I am kind of halfway dressed. I just put on a random shirt for now. It's gonna be a day. In terms of the new phone situation, I am using my husband's phone case. He has several because he has the same phone. We tend to get the same phones. So I'm using his case until mine comes in. It's gonna be so cute. You're not even ready. You're not even ready for the case that I got. Here's a picture of it. It won't come for another week, I don't think, so you'll probably see it during Orilium. But I'm so excited. But yeah, I've just been setting it up, just kind of figuring out how I want this to work for myself. It's been so much work. Yesterday I got 2 videos edited. One of them posted yesterday, which was the announcement for the new video series I'm doing where I'm reading shifter and monster romances, but the twist is that my toddler chooses them, and I do activities each week based on which book gets chosen. If you're interested in that, go check that out because that was a lot of fun to film and a lot of fun to make. And then the first episode of that series where I read a shifter romance that my toddler chose for me, that episode is now up as well, which is so exciting. And yeah, I can't wait to read the next one, which is between Dragon Actually and Kraken's Sacrifice. I'm happy with either of those picks. They're going to be interesting nonetheless. I am now 10% of the way through Where Dreams Descend. I am loving this book. Let's talk about the book for a second here. No spoilers, because I think this book is very interestingly crafted, and I think having the reveals and going in with no idea of what's going to happen is the best way to go. It's obviously a dark circus romance. It's definitely giving YA vibes, so keep that in mind if you tend to enjoy YA and you love a good dark circus. It is compared to like the night circus and stuff like that. So if you are interested in that circus setting, so far as of 10%, I would highly recommend. The twist at the very beginning, you can tell, is not the last twist, but it's still really good and it's already happened in the beginning, and I want to keep reading because that's the kind of twist this is. It's a beginning twist that keeps unraveling. I don't know if I'm doing this book any justice, but what I will say is I'm so happy I picked this book up in particular because I was in the mood for the second book in the Pinch of Magic. I think it's called A Sprinkle of Spells. I really wanted to read that, but I can't get the audiobook right now. It's just like a 4-week hold or something like that, and I wanted something for this week. I was kind of sad that I couldn't get to read that, and I needed something that was guaranteed to be good after finishing that shifter romance from that video. Spoiler alert, I didn't love the book. And then I DNF'd a book at the beginning of this video, Feybound. I need this book to work so that I don't get in a slump before Orilium. And I think I can do that. I think this book will do what it needs to do for me, and that is very exciting. It is really long though, is what I'll say. So I'm worried I won't get it done by Orilium, but I'll just put it down and pick it back up after. We'll see what I end up doing, but it's gonna rain this weekend, so maybe I will just listen to it while I do chores and hang out. So yeah, I'm gonna go get to work now. Hello siblings. So I haven't updated you. I never finished this vlog. It's actually the following week during Orilium. The weekend just kind of got away from me. I didn't end up doing much reading. I spent a lot of time with family as my kid was feeling better and then she wasn't, and so it was just a lot of running around and dealing with that. Let's go over everything I did get done in preparation for Orilium. I ended up adding a book instead of removing the books that I was in the middle of. So that's unfortunate. I am starting Orilium partway through a book unrelated to the readathon. I will just pick it up when I am done with the Orilium TBR. So first things first, I DNF'd Feybound. I wasn't loving this. I think this could be a really good book for some people. It just wasn't a book for me. There were major plot holes in the first few chapters that were very easy to see. I was hoping all of the negative reviews about this book were just wrong. So this book should have worked for me. It's in my genre, queer fantasy. It should have worked. It didn't. The logical foundation of this book wasn't stable. It just wasn't level. There's a lot of plot holes. The writing was fine. It wasn't anything impressive, but it also wasn't offensive. Mid-range. I could have read the whole book if I was interested. I just think there were too many plot holes by chapter 2. And reading all of those reviews didn't seem like it was gonna get better. So we DNF'd a book, which is getting the book off my TBR and off of my currently reading shelf. So that's a win. Early in the morning, I also ended up reading the Last of the Blackstone Ranger Chief book that I had. I only had about 30 to 40 minutes of reading left. Read that on my iPad Solstice here for the other video that I've mentioned so many times in this vlog. I'm so sorry. It's just what I'm currently working on, and this is a vlog. And then a book I didn't finish, but I started this week, Where Dreams Descend. But as you can see from this bookmark here, I did not get very far. I did not. I was absolutely loving this book, and I still am, I would like to point out. I just would start listening to this and only get a few pages, just like 5 minutes of listening at a time before I was interrupted by something, either work, child, house, relationship, neighbors, you get the point. It wasn't happening, and it felt like maybe the stars were against me in this, and this wasn't the right time to read this book. I read the signs. I can see them. Thank you, universe. I'll put it down. So I've put it down. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I wanted to pick it up repeatedly, but the universe, she said no. When the stars speak, we listen. And I was listening. I put it down. I didn't read anything else. I was feeling a slump coming on, so I just stopped reading entirely leading up to Orilium in the hopes that I would be excited to pick a book up. And spoiler alert, for the first vlog of Orilium, I already finished a book. Amazing, and I feel really good about it. Really good about it. 5-star book. Shh, don't tell anybody. That's all I read. That's it. That's all I did. Luckily, my bullet journal was already finished. Thank goodness. It looks beautiful and it's perfect and it's ready. Check out that video if you are interested. That is a thorough video about Orilium. Other than that, I didn't do much Orilium prep. I just didn't make any decisions, and setting up my phone took a lot of time last week as well, which made all the other things going on a little more difficult because it's on a device I'm not used to. It's all settled now. Week 1 of Orilium is a lot less chaotic, so I hope you join me for the actual Orilium vlogs. This pre-week vlog is necessary for me, getting ready, wrapping up my TBRs, feeling prepared for the Orilium Magical Readathon. So I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I could share it with you, but I also apologize for dragging you through the chaos and then randomly stopping. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will link the playlist for the Orilium Magical Readathon videos of mine down below. You can check out all of my stuff for 2024 and previous years. Let me know down below if you participate in any readathons. Specifically Orilium would be great. I get to know some more archivists maybe. I know there's an archivist Leo somewhere in my comments, and it makes me so happy. I will catch you in the next one. Stay safe and stay kind, siblings, and I'll see you at Orilium.